Hello, my name is Menzi Mkhonza, founder and facilitator of Words in My Mouth Poetry Slam. And welcome to a special episode of the Business of Poetry, Words in My Mouth Business Models, the 2020 Building Blocks. So the reason for this special episode is to help our poets and audience understand what we are trying to achieve throughout the year of 2020 that is. So I'm just going to go through my deck and I'll explain what each business model means and how we basically plan on facilitating it. Also, if there are funders out there, you are more than welcome to fund us. wordsinmymouth@gmail.com is our email, and let's start talking about the business of poetry. So the main purpose for this video is to help us and you understand that we are trying to solidify Words in My Mouth as a business platform, and also to help our poets understand that you are not just a writer or poet, but then you can actually branch out into other things like collaborating with brands and so forth. But this is platform based, and this is what we're planning on implementing throughout the year of 2020. So in business, the key thing that I've learned about business is that you have to have a main business, but smaller business under that business. So this also entails as to how you get your cash flow and where your platform makes money, and basically the innovation bingo video that I spoke about. This is actually a more refined and solid way to do it, but I'll just go through my deck, and I hope you find value in this. So the first thing that you guys should do is that follow me. Menzi Mkhonza SA on every social media platform, or my handle at meow_20. It should be down here. I'll put that on, and then also follow Words in My Mouth Poetry Slam. This episode was brought to you by Words in My Mouth, and yeah, this is the deck. So our first platform that we have is our open mic. So over the past 3 years, we've been running our open mic, and we've seen that it's basically a platform for entry-level artists who just want to showcase, and it's a very, very much open-minded platform for anyone to just come and share. There's no judgment in this place, and it's a very, very open-minded platform. However, this session is facilitated by our constitution, which is 16.1, which entails freedom of expression. The second platform that we have is Slam League. So Slam League entails top 20 poets battle it out for top 5 spots to automatically qualify for the next episode. Check out that video of how to Slam League. It basically has all of these details under that. So this program is, well, our value proposition for this program is that it's not just about the winner or the incentive that the poet gets at the end of the episode or at the end of the season, but it's about poets joining an 8-month poetry program or 8 months entry-level poetry program where they get an opportunity to find their voice. So this is also in partnership with Word and Sound. Shout out Word and Sound. And this is also facilitated or led by our constitution, which is 16.1. Please check out that video on how to Slam League. The next one is Slam Week. So Slam Week is our annual poetry festival, and it's basically, for us, what we like to look at it as, it's basically like an end of year function for our poets and for us to see what work we have done. So this is the top poets that have been competing during the year. This is also some of our best showcases. We get to have a festival for them to celebrate the work that we've done and to celebrate their work, and also generate more hype around poetry as a culture in its essence. So this is basically the only poetry festival that's currently happening in Nelspruit. I hope there will be more, so that we can assist each other and help each other grow our poetry as a culture. So also it's a 2 to 3 day festival of poetry, conversations, and connecting. The festival also encourages collaboration in the creative community. So this festival is not just about poetry, but it also empowers the creative economy in whatever way that we can, whether it's poetry and music, poetry and art, or digital and poetry. So we are trying very much to facilitate these type of conversations where poets collaborate, or during the course of the year, people collaborate, and at the end of the year, which is Slam Week, that's when we get to see the full work being done. Slam Week also happens around about the first week of December, 4th or 5th of December. But that we'll make a detailed video about this, or how we facilitate Slam Week, and you guys are more than welcome to check that out. And our next one is Business of Poetry workshops. So these Business of Poetry workshops, BOP, Business of Poetry, is part of the mission to facilitate sustainable creative careers in poetry. We want to teach poets how to sustain themselves using their art. We also want to spend our money while we are still alive, not when we dead. These workshops go beyond poetry, and they also touch on the creative mindset and personal development as a foundation of producing art. So we believe that the healthier you are as a person, the more work and more content you can produce as a person. So these Business of Poetry workshops also, they go beyond the self-development, but also helping you guys out there to write proposals, pitch and bid for projects, and also how to basically collaborate with businesses. And then, let's see if I can get this out, is Coffee with the Founder. So Coffee with the Founder happens in my own personal capacity, where I ask people to email the words at wordsinmymouth@gmail.com to facilitate a conversation about the Words in My Mouth platform, or anything that the creatives want to talk about. So basically, this is my personal project, where I invite people for coffee, and we just chat about creativity, chat about books. And it's basically an Ask Anything platform. So if you have questions that you want to ask about the platform, about me, and how do I think poetry is going to grow in the next 2 to 3 years, especially in Nelspruit or in the South African context, this is where the conversations happen. Also, we want to align the questions and the answers that our audience have, or ideas that our audience have, with the vision and mission of Words in My Mouth. Which we are still trying to figure that out. But mainly at the moment we are still focusing on the business side of poetry. And then our last business model is Word Volume 1. So Word Volume 1 is a podcast, or it can be a podcast, it can be a documentary, but mainly a documentary, where new faces of poetry come to the space, where we introduce you guys to what actually happens in Words in My Mouth, where we introduce you to how we come up with ideas for the platform, and how we plan on growing the platform in itself. So also we want to profile poets and making a short documentary, as I've mentioned, and also going beyond poetry, and because also we are planning to collaborate with businesses as well. So Word Volume 1 is basically a documentary setup, where we introduce a podcast format, where we introduce a video format, and where we introduce probably a picture format as well. Or we can go to extent of doing a book, Word Volume 1 book, where all of the best poems of Words in My Mouth the best poems that have been shared in the Words in My Mouth platform have a solid documentation of it. So that's basically our business models. And the final thing is, are you ready to collaborate with us? Where do you see yourself fitting in? Which ties into if anyone has an idea that would like to implement in Words in My Mouth, you're more than welcome to, then again, wordsinmymouth@gmail.com. Please email us if you have any ideas on how to grow the platform. We believe in collaboration, or the spirit of collaboration, whether it's in a digital space, whether it's content-based. You are more than welcome to share your ideas, and you can facilitate the conversation, and to a point where you can even lead the project. So please don't forget to follow us on the Words in My Mouth platform, Words in My Mouth Poetry Slam. This Business of Poetry deck was brought to you by Words in My Mouth. And also don't forget to follow me. I am Menzi Mkhonza SA, otherwise known as meow_20. So I hope this video really brought value to you guys, and to help you understand what we as a platform, that is Words in My Mouth, are trying to achieve in the creative community. Thank you for watching.